boulder field. This is fluting of the rock. In the past, there were more trees here and over there. Now, there are not so many trees. There's a few down there. The rain fell through the trees, creating acidic water. The acidic water falling onto the rocks eroded away part of the rock and made these flutes. Today, lichen colonies like this and this continue the erosion process in the rock. Well, at least that's what the sign says, because of science. This field is on somewhat of an incline and has many boulders on it. This is the largest field of fluted boulder weathering in New Zealand. Neat. That fluting rocks. Geology. That building was on this concrete. Now there's not so much building, and because of erosion, maybe a little less concrete. Popo Bay is 30 minutes away. There's a lot of police in that direction. That rock is right here, over there. Seems to be above most of those other rocks on this hill. It's a wee way up there to the top of the hill. Ooh, watch out for that. Ooh. This is gravity-assisted running. It is quite pleasant. Some of these boulders, like that one, separate like onions due to erosion. It makes these boulders a lot like an ogre. That is a nice boulder, and that is a nice view. All those boulders are similar to these ones. That's a lot of boulders. Since these boulders are at the top of this hill, it would be safe to assume that these boulders have rolled from downhill and they've ended up here. That's quite the anomaly, and very different to most other boulders which I've seen on hills. This is a thistle. It's a bit of a prick. Unfortunate. The erosion process. From a distance, it just looks like bird poo, but up close, it's likened to crusty bird poo. Yuck. The fluting appears to be this concave portion of the rock, which is kind of weird because this is not part of a cave. In fact, it's the opposite of a cave. There's a concave on this giant convex. That rock next to this rock over there is not as bald as most of the other rocks in this boulder field. Got quite a neat hairdo. It do. That's a big crack. Boulder, 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 boulder. This is the field of boulders. It's a little more outgoing than a field of grass, even though the boulders don't really go anywhere. That's my story. Thanks for listening. Some of these boulders, like that one, separate like onions due to erosion.